about teams to be in football?
No, he's a great guy. He's a hard worker. Definitely fun having him around, and just he had a different perspective on a lot of things.
Thank you very much.
First, hey, Blaine. Hey, it's in the air, man. Actually, how you doing, man? Good, definitely. First of all, I owe you a big apology about Twitter. Wasn't trying to say anything other than say this dude's going to like write $50 million checks, so we got to be careful, man. But first of all, you're an avid fisherman. You caught a lot of stuff that you put up. What's your secret to be going out there and then letting it rip on the rod and reel, man?
Yeah, I spend a lot of time out there. That's a big thing.
On the keys and everything.
Yeah, it takes time to catch fish.
Now, is it the way you relax? Is that the way you reduce?
It's just something fun to do, and all my buddies like to do it. So whenever we have a chance or an opportunity to go fishing, we will.
What's this experience been like for you? I mean, because you came out and all of you got a great agent in Tom Condon, and now you might be number one. Anything can happen still.
Yeah, anything
What's the
can
experience
happen.
been like for you?
It's been extremely fun. It's my first time actually in New York City, so I'm enjoying it, and I'm just anxious
Your first
to get
time?
drafted. It is.
So you and Aaron Andrews, I saw that picture. I thought, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Definitely, that's pretty good. Hey man, I know Steve Ponder called you Sunshine.
Yeah.
So we call you Sunshine. And congratulations to you, my man.
You appreciate it.
You got it. Yeah, sure.
People are saying
No, there's no pressure whatsoever. You're going to go in and play football, and whatever the coaches think is necessary for the football team, that's what's going to happen.
Blaine, they did not. You didn't fly out there for a visit, did you?
No, it was one of the. I had a great visit with them at the combine, and they said they were fortunate that I was still on the board, and they were lucky to have the opportunity to trade up and grab me.
What do you think you could offer them?
The biggest thing is coming in there and compete. Being a quarterback, you got to lead the football team, and I'm looking forward to learning their offense and going to training camp.
Yeah, Blaine, you play in the spread offense. What do you think about going to a system that actually is perfectly suited to your talents?
It's going to be fun. They do a lot of cool things with the quarterback, and I know Coach Carter likes to throw the football, and having Maurice Jones-Drew as a running back is not too bad as well.
I know you're good at chalk talk. You guys already went through preliminary chalk talk beforehand. You have any idea what you're going to be getting into?
At the combine, we did some basic stuff, but nothing too in-depth.
Blaine, Dirk's a former Mizzou coordinator. Did you guys talk about that at all?
We did. He said he was at Mizzou back in the day, probably before I was born.
That's about right.
So speaking of Mizzou, there are a lot of guys from the Big 12 and the SEC. Can you talk a little bit about how coming from Missouri, how the Big 12 makes it look, how great that is?
It's a competitive conference. Alden and I were both drafted very, very close together, and I reflects greatly on the conference as well as our school.
I'm going to apologize if you've already been asked this question, but you're going to get it a lot today. Obviously, mock drafts, projections, everyone has an opinion. Given the fact where you thought you were going to go, or maybe where everyone else thought you were going to go, your thoughts on today?
I'm glad I ended up where I ended up, and I went into this whole process with the mindset of whatever team wants you the most is going to draft you, and at the end of the day, all the mock drafts, nobody knows. Just kind of associate a name with the team and go from there, and I'm happy I'm a Jaguar, and they wanted me the most, so they traded up and grabbed me.
And when you look at a guy like Jake Locker coming off the board and going to the Titans, and you're with Jacksonville, a young group core in that division.
Yeah, it's going to be fun playing those guys. Most definitely, looking forward to it.
You just passed J.J. Watt coming out. You better watch out.
Oh yeah, JJ's a great guy, and I look forward to playing him as well.
What are you most excited about when you received that phone call and finally maybe just having that pressure come off you that you were picked?
Just having the opportunity to play football. The lockout was lifted yesterday, and things are going to go on smoothly and like they were normal. So I'm anxious to get down there, learn the playbook, and throw the ball around a little bit.
Blaine, did you see Alden as he got picked? Did you see him in the green room? Did you guys get a chance to talk?
I did. I grabbed Alden, gave him a hug, and told him I was proud of him. It's a special moment for both of us. Going to the top 10 in the NFL draft, it's a dream come true, and we're anxious to go play football again.
Blaine, will that give you any extra motivation knowing that some teams that needed quarterbacks decided, you are the guy?
Everybody had their own needs, and I'm sure the media addressed that as they needed quarterbacks, but a lot of those teams needed defense as well. They had to go with the number one guy on the board, and I respect that decision. They had to make the decision that was best for their organization.
What do you think that you'll bring to the table that will make you successful?
The biggest thing is you got to be able to make plays and lead the football team. That's what I look forward to trying to do in Jacksonville.
If there was any disappointment, does the fact that the Jags traded up to get you, does that...
There's no disappointment whatsoever. I mean, you're the 10th pick in the NFL draft. That's pretty darn good in my book. I don't see why the fact that being drafted number 10 is a disappointment. I'm anxious to get down to Jacksonville and play football, and I'm excited to be part of that organization.
Are you confident with all the issues in the lockout that you're able to get the proper preparation to...
No question. That's a great deal that they worked out, and things are going smoothly.
Two quarterbacks went ahead of you, though. Does that give you a chip on your shoulder? Like, hey, I'm the best quarterback out of this class.
It is what it is. Those teams wanted to draft those players, and I can't control that. I did everything that I can do, and like I said, I'm honored to be picked by the Jaguars, and I'm ready to go play football and play those guys.
Into the camera, sorry, one last thing. Into the camera, to the Japanese Jaguars fans, it's growing, but I'm sure you'll help grow it a little bit more, too.
Thanks for being Jaguars fans. Looking forward to seeing you guys soon.
No, you're supposed to speak Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Say konnichiwa.
Yeah,
It always
I
works.
can't do that.
How hot is it here?
We'll learn.
Yeah, I'm sweating. It's hot.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, you guys going to play?
What does it say for Mizzou that you guys have 2 picks from in the top 10?
Oh, it's awesome.
How's that program
It's
going?
awesome. Alden and I are excited that we had the opportunity to play at Mizzou, and now we're trying to carry on that tradition. We've had a lot of guys go to the NFL in the past. Sean Witherspoon last year, William Moore, Jeremy Macklin, Ziggy Hood. All these guys have had great young NFL careers, and we're looking forward to carrying on that tradition.
Did any of those guys have any advice for you as you went into this week?
Have fun with the process. It's definitely going to be fun, and you're going to end up where you're supposed to end up. That was the biggest thing that I took from talking to all those guys.
Would you offer the same advice to younger Tigers?
Yeah, you got to just have fun. Football's a great game, and can take you far if you set your mind to something and work hard.
Playing as excited as you. Go ahead.